It's a good evening or good afternoon. It's a good evening. Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Anyway, I'm glad to be part of this event, the South African event, and I'm really impressed.
To have you.
Sure. I'm really impressed about the vibe you guys have.
We always bring it.
Yeah. Thanks for representing us well. You know, at least when someone says a South African is there, I'm proud because I know you guys are really representing us well.
Yeah, no. We are family.
We are family. Sure. First and foremost, I want you to give us a brief on how you come to Saudi Arabia. Like, how long have you been here?
I'm 12 years plus. Profession, I'm a professional nurse and midwife. And I am practicing as a midwife in Saudi for 12 years plus.
Wow, that is great. You know, some of us, when we are coming from our home countries, most so Africans, we have a thought or we have a belief that someone cannot really do such kinds of jobs here. Most of the people think they only can do, like, say, they're called house managers. House managers. So, if not, you're going to be working in a restaurant. I didn't know someone can come to Saudi Arabia and perform such a it's a professional job. So it's really great. So how do you get to this job? As you're coming from Saudi Arabia, so from South Africa.
Yeah.
You knew you were coming for midwife, or later on, along the way, you got that job?
I came straight to be a midwife. I was lucky that a colleague of mine introduced me to the agency that sent me here. So it was smooth. It was a very smooth process to come this side. And irrespective of which African continent that you come from, if you want to get that information, you can get that information. International agencies that help to recruit. We've got many nurses from Nigeria, other parts of Africa that are in the kingdom in different institutions. So if you want that, you can get that information. It is there.
Oh, that is really great. That is really great. So what were the culture shocks? Like when you just go to Saudi Arabia, what things did you see that really shocked you and you're wondering, really this happens? Because I believe their culture is way different from our African culture. So what were the things that shocked you when you had just come here?
This side. When I got to the airport, there was a man that just said this. And the giga. And that, from my cultural background, is a total, And I remember looking in the sky, I'm like, oh, how do I get home? But that was my first culture shock. But I soon got to understand what it means, and I embraced it. And even now, I use it myself, It's like it just closes the sentence. The next person understands when I say this. Obviously, times at that time were different. Abayas, very conservative, but being here this long, and seeing the change, it just you just feel warm, embracing how everything has evolved, accommodating us as expats, even if they didn't have to. Yeah, they did that.
Oh, that's really great. Then about what would you advise about, how would you advise people who are coming from Africa, specifically Africa? Because we're trying to enlighten, to make them believe that such things can really happen. Because most of them lost hope. Most of them think by the time you come to Saudi Arabia, there are certain jobs that you can do and there are certain jobs that you can't do. Actually, I was also shocked when you told me that you're a midwife, because I believe that is a profession job.
Yes, correct.
So how would you advise them?
Professional people, there are many opportunities, even on LinkedIn. Just make up make your resume to be up to date. Befriend people in your profession, agencies that are in your profession, non-professionals, even including professionals. Ask questions, do research, read blogs, forums, do a lot of research. Ask questions as much as you can. Do not come on one person's hearsay. If you are informed, you'll be able to make the right decision for your career, even if you are professional or non-professional, and you'll be okay, and your family will be at ease also, knowing that you made an informed decision. Yeah.
Okay, so for the time that you've been here, which state do you think is the best? Because I believe Saudi Arabia has many states.
Yeah.
Like Riyadh, Dammam.
Yeah.
A number of them. Which one do you think is the best for Africans to?
The whole of Saudi is the best. Riyadh differs from Jeddah, Jeddah differs from Dammam, and for me personally, when I came, I remember I had an offer for Al-Kaj. And although it is 1 hour away from that, I was like, I'm a city girl. I'm a busy girl. So I've never ever changed.
Ever since you came?
I came to Riyadh. I've never changed employers. I am happy and content where I am with my everything. So other places is just to visit if it comes, but I'm very happy with Riyadh.
So how is the pay? Okay, you may not be specific about your salary because
that is private.
Yeah, that is private.
That is private.
Because some people think there is a certain limit that we cannot exceed. Most of Africans, there's a limit that we cannot exceed. Can someone earn like say 10,000?
Of course, even more. The thing is, one thing that we need to understand, it is what it is. Our passports count, and that is why we have to really take pride in our countries and our passports, because that is how categories are classified or salaries are determined, and there's nothing that we can do about that. And you have to understand that coming from home, what you sign, and when you come here, you must be content with what you signed. Do not compare yourself with another nationality and make unnecessary drama, which is not. Be content with what God has given you or what you prayed for in that position, and do well with what you got. And you cannot compare yourself with somebody who's 12 years. Sure. You cannot compare yourself with somebody from another European country or another Western country. So those are things like that. Just focus on you and what God has put it forth to you, and make the most out of it.
That is really great. So how about the visas? Can someone change from one visa to the other, or someone can buy their own visa?
As far as I know, with us, it's not possible, but other professions, they do have, I believe, what they call transferable igamas. I don't know how the jigs of it works, but I believe it is possible. I've heard of people doing that. Yeah, depending on how your new employer and your ex-employer, are they able to reach an understanding and, release you and,
Okay, then let's get to the point.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Bafana.
The boys.
Yes, the boys. So, first you had the match with Mexico.
Sure.
How was it? Give us a brief of, highlights on how you passed. What was expectation?
I don't know if they were anxious or they were lost, but it is what it is. It was a terrible match in Mexico. It was a terrible match. It was painful.
I understand.
It was painful. This match, the formation was promising in the beginning. They couldn't get themselves in the beginning, but the second half we saw the boys come back fighting hard. And they just lifted our spirits because we didn't give up. We still came out today in numbers to support them, and we are happy for the
Are you guys still having hopes?
Yes, it's not over until it's over.
I understand.
It's not over until it's over. No, we can change the things. It's not over until it's over.
Okay, we had skipped something actually. Something just ran into my mind.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me about the challenges that you faced. Okay. I want you to tell me about those moments.
Yeah.
That's really, because 12 years, it's really a long way.
Yeah.
It's really a long way. So I want you to tell me about those moments that you really felt like you want to give up.
I'll be honest. I might come across different from people, because I believe if you are happy with your employer, your colleagues, the environment that you have, those three things matter a lot. And I think those are the elements that taint people to make this decision to go home early or not finish their probation. So with me, those three aspects, as soon as I landed, I think a month after I arrived, my mother did ask me, how you doing? I'm like, I am fine. I found my feet. I'm good. I work good with people. They work good with me. The doctors at work, I was happy. But being away from family, COVID really shook me because of the lockdown, irrespective which country you were, then you realized home is home, and you can't go whenever you want, you know, for the safety of the whole, everybody.
So
Yeah.
really COVID.
Yeah, COVID.
COVID moment is on
COVID moment was one of those moments that was, because honestly, the differences, the cultural shock of having an abaya and not wearing an abaya, it wasn't a train smash, you know. It wasn't a. I still have my abayas till date, you know. Well, not all of them. Most of them I gave them away, but I still have about 2-3 abayas, and you know, and taking into consideration that when you dress now, you have to think when you dress.
Sure.
You have to think. You look at yourself in the mirror and think, "Am I decent? You know, am I a lady? Will I turn heads awkwardly, or will I turn heads in a nice? You know, that is something I think we lack, and it makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a disadvantage. We are not disadvantaged. It's something that, yeah.
So how about the working environment? You know, most of the people face like it's more of racism at work. So you've not encountered such a problem?
It is possible. It is possible. It does exist, especially where you find that at some workplaces there's a majority of a certain nationality, and you guys are in a majority. You will feel that even if it comes with communication, you'll find that maybe they're speaking in another language more than they should be speaking in the language of the hospital. Small things like that. But you must always remember why you came, you know, and remember, colleagues are colleagues, they're not your friends. This is a work environment. Do what you have to do. And if things escalate, you have your managers all the time. Any workplace, I don't think any workplace will condone any type of racism or bullying if it is justifiable. So they will take action. But it does exist, all categories, professionals and non-professionals. I think it's just human nature.
Okay, any last words for people who are out there and they really want to come to Saudi Arabia? Any advice?
Do your research. Do your homework. Let me not speak like do your homework a lot. And once you've done all your homework, sit down and make that decision for yourself. Not all that sparks.
It's good.
It's gold. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me.